north when I saw a flash of light so bright it pierced my eyes. My mind went blank. In a few seconds, the heat wave came. White clouds spread over the sky. It was amazing. It was as if morning glories had suddenly bloomed up in the sky.
I smell baking bread. No. It's coffee.
I smell pine wood.
I smell my baby's hair. I dreamt I was holding my baby.
Well, I was holding my husband.
So was I.
What does this remind you of?
Not camping. Fires terrify me.
More like waiting for others on a road trip.
Except you have no idea where you're headed.
You giggle just like my eldest Susanna. All the way to Boston. All the way to Lynn. Watch out, little girl, or you might fall in.
His beard used to tickle me. Not my husband. He shaved every morning. He called it his morning ritual.
Taking a really hot bath is like a ritual, isn't it?
Oh, I helped my husband with his tie every morning.
Oh, I remember Monday mornings. Oh, but there were Friday nights. Or date night, he called it.
And camping with Daddy. But now fires.
Well, I remember staying up all night together and just listening to him breathe. It made me smile. His eyes were so blue.
Hazel. Brown.
Green.
Brown. No. Let her sleep. It's better if she sleeps.
Yes. It's better if she sleeps and never wakes up.
Oh, I've never been in love. Have you?
Oh, deeply.
Oh, how do you fall in love? How did you?
I'll tell you the story sometime.
Rise up, up, up from the ground. Oh, trembling body and old weak legs. Troy is no more, and I am no longer her queen. Last night, I dreamt of a child swung by a soldier in an arc. Its head was smashed against a tree. Another soldier was holding back the child's mother. She was forbidden to cry, scream, or even beg, so she just tore at her hair instead. I could see it fall from her fingers in clumps around me. And then great clouds appeared, and I drifted up into them. And I looked down, a world destroyed. I thought they were only dreams until I woke.
We watched over you as you slept. You cried out several times for your daughter Polexena.
Is she safe?
No! Last night at the tomb of Achilles, she was sacrificed. Rise up! This is how men are. Her blood poured about like honey wine. Our husbands and our sons all murdered. Our home on fire. The war has ended, they say, and yet it goes on without end. Why? This is beyond knowing. I prayed that I could bring it deep inside my body. The murder, the cruelty, the ruin, the fire, broken limbs, my city. Bring it deep down inside so I could understand. Please, God, I am still their queen. Help me to understand while I still have the strength.
Hecuba, you were their queen.
not touch them.
Captain, follow the plan.
Who are you? Why are you doing this?
Hecuba's Talthybius. Talthybius, a liaison with the Greeks. You know me. You've watched me come and go through the palace 1,000 times.
Burned. You scorched it. Buried it in ash. You are a beast and butcher. Stay away from my women!
Captain, remember the orders. My regrets that I find you in this condition. Please remember that I am a diplomat, not a creator of policy. My charge is but to give voice to policy set by others. These words are not my words, but the honest employment of my diplomatic voice only. And the message I carry today is sent upon for you.
So the victors have decided.
To be sure, in war there are no victors.
Are there not?
I think not. Here at the end, when we would all want to restore order and civility, we realize that the end of war is a panic. Not my taste, I must say. I am the
Please
sort...
shut up and voice the message.
Your future has been decided. The council of my countrymen has reached a verdict on how you women will be allotted each to a man.
Allotted?
Yes.
These women are to be distributed among your men.
What? As property?
Payments, you might say. Wives, maybe.
Or wives. You mean these men will do with our women what they please?
Yes.
And with me as well?
Yes.
And my children?
Yes.
This is what you and these men have come to do.
Yes.
This is why you come speaking to us of your regret and sympathy, king of civility. Why is it, at the end of war, the victors can imagine nothing better than to remake the conditions that are the cause of the war?
The war ended?
No!
As long as there's ambition and fear, war will never end.
Captain, it's easier for women to believe that the war is over. But we know men are still on fire. Their blood is racing.
Men, act.
You act, I speak. Play your part well and as directed.
This is how men are, inside at our core.
Yes, yes, of course, nonetheless. A good life is still possible. One can still attend a play or a poetry reading, perhaps a concert.
And will my children be listening to poetry or hearing Puccini? Who will have my daughter Cassandra?
Oh, she is fortunate. She will be well taken care
By
of.
whom?
King Agamemnon.
Agamemnon, no, not him!
Agamemnon, a general of this army that has murdered my husband and my sons, destroyed our house, torn down our city, put an end to any kind of nobility left in war. This is the brutal animal, the disease, who will have my daughter.
I understand this is sudden and may be rude.
What of my son's wife, Andromache?
She is to be taken as wife by the son of Achilles, Neoptolemus.
No, that monster!
That boy. The boy whose father opened my son's throat. These are the people who will take my children to their beds. Please, I beg you, pour the vilest venom down my throat or strangle me before my daughters learn their fate.
Oh, I've already spoken with Cassandra and with Andromache. Oh, you needn't be shocked. Please remember that I am a diplomat, not a creator of policy. Captain, get your men to act. Go fetch Cassandra after she is to promptly board Agamemnon's ship. Those are the words I'm to speak and no more. No more.
How can they do this? This is torture, beyond torture. And what will they do with me? A broken, hobbled old woman.
I am to tell you after you say goodbye to your daughters.
Talthybius, please.
Please remember that I do not create policy. You are to be payment to Odysseus.
Odysseus?
No, not
no,
even.
no,
Forgive
he's
me.
a monster!
Forgive me.
On the steps of the parliament, Odysseus, with his own hand, publicly bled her husband, our queen's husband, dry. No.
White marble, one moment.
Clean.
The cut on his throat.
Yes, The cut was so clean.
It held its place in my mind.
Our mind. Then came the blood.
Then the resistance.
Then the unthinkable.
Odysseus gave the order
He set the time.
to annihilate the resistance.
To annihilate all of us.
Many people on the street were killed almost instantly. Oh, the fingertips of those dead bodies caught fire, and the fire gradually spread over their entire bodies from their fingers. I was so shocked to know that hands and fingers could be burned and deformed like that. Hands and fingers that would hold babies or turn pages, they just burned away. I saw the father of the neighboring family standing, almost naked. His skin was peeling off all over his body and was hanging from his fingertips. I spoke to him, but he didn't respond. He was looking for his family.
The girl lying near to me was hurt, with lots of broken glass stuck all over her body. Her blood had splashed and it made stains on my shirt.
Look, Andromache.
Who? The queen's daughter-in-law.
Oh, she came with her beautiful son.
Stynax, yes.
Some days, I can still remember what it's been like on a summer day when the weather is so hot, you can't think what to do with yourself. And then a letter arrives, attached to an orchid in full bloom. And you think how deeply your friend must feel to have taken such trouble on a suffocating day.
Andromache, dear, come to me. Oh, hand me my grandson.
I remember Hector and I used to go dancing every Friday night. And here's the deepest secret no one knows. He'd hold me in his arms and...
Stop.
Stop what?
Stop remembering.
Stop remembering.
Stop remembering, yes. Now is the time to forget your husband, your lover, your country.
So what? After all this is my reward for having been a good wife. I'll make the perfect slave.
Andromache won't do now.
Don't tell me what to say or think, old woman, mother to my dead husband.
Andromache.
Don't you dare open your mouth, and don't you dare touch me. All this loss and despair, this deep, deep despair in my heart, in all of our hearts, is because of you. I'm gonna be sick. Years ago, you could have changed destiny. You should have believed the prophecy and destroyed that cancer inside you. But instead, you birthed that monster, Paris. You were told. She was told Troy would burn and Hector would die if Paris lived. You and the king could have suffocated him then and there, and all this misery would be just a nightmare.
You're a mother, Andromache. Could you harm your own babe, a Stynax? Could you suffocate a Stynax? Smash his head against a tree?
My child will never bring harm to anyone. My child is not as cursed as Paris was with the desire for that daughter.
What if it were predicted he would destroy a people? You could never have the strength or the courage you accuse me of having and yet denying. No woman is that strong.
Do you hear that?
It's Cassandra. They're dragging her from the temple. Long ago she went mad.
Oh, she speaks of things to come.
How too fantastical to be true.
What is she carrying?
What does she think she's carrying?
You shouldn't laugh.
Burn with the rage of our dead men.
Oh, go on. Burn for Hymen, the god of marriage. Do you see my my flame? Can you see? Oh, bring me to my groom. The groom with whom I will die beside with the swinging of an axe. Mother, why doesn't anyone ever believe me? Why can't you see? Any of you? Why do man's desires always win over reason? Who are you?
Talthybius, a liaison to the Greek
army. Yes, I've seen your horrid face before. You will send my mother to slavery. Oh, she'll escape though, and slip to her death climbing the ship's mast. Or maybe you spare her the suffering to come.
This is what
yes,
they call
I
winning the...
remember. This is what you call winning the war. True, we have lost, but our honor remains. We have defended our city. Lift up your heads, my sister women, and be proud. For these Greeks will perish, never knowing honor. Most will drown like this man and this man and this man just off our shores. Oh, their flesh consumed by time and the sea, their bones ground down by the waves, becoming the white sands of our future coast. Unburied, their wives and daughters will never see them again.
Are you going to let her speak to us this way? We were ordered not to touch Cassandra. But these women, do with what you like.
How you mourned when my brother Hector fell. Oh, how will you bear what's to come, poor Stynax? How will you bear it? You will stand in my mother's shoes soon, but bear witness and bravely wear this pain as proudly as a brooch, as a princess must. I too am a princess, but not as strong as you. You will bear it too, mother. All of it to come as nobly as a queen must. Yes, sweet mother, as proudly as a brooch. No, you mustn't board these ships. You'll die. All of you with these savages in the storm. Stop them, mother, please. No. Stop them.
Rise up, Cassandra, rise up. Not this way, but nobly as a princess must. Yes, as proudly as a brooch. My poor child, let me embrace away these nightmares.
Cassandra, you speak of my child. What of my son Stynax? But I know better than to reach into that cursed mind of yours, but I'm desperate.
Take your son and run. He is in grave danger.
Danger? No.
You don't believe me either?
No, I don't believe you. He's so small.
Please, believe me. Take your son and run.
Where to? Look, the men. I've been allotted a slave to Neoptolemus, the son of my husband's butcher. I can't.
Neoptolemus will have none of your son. Please hold Stynax tight in your arms and run! Run! No, please,
No, I will look in your
Captain! Cassandra must get safely brought on board to the ship of Agamemnon.
Bring me to this general's ship.
Yeah.
I know that I will be hacked to pieces so far from here. You won't hear me scream mercy.
You don't understand what you're saying.
I think she does. I hoped we could proceed with at least a pretense of self-respect.
Oh, the storm is coming. The great tempest.
Stay with Cassandra! We are cautioned she may try to hurt herself, Talthybius. We should follow.
Yes, Cassandra must get safely brought on board.
You must hold your son tight in your arms. Run if you must. But look, he is safe. We all know that Cassandra is mad. But perhaps this peace, however brief, will finally cure her.
For my burning body, the cold river water was precious. And then I left the river, and I walked along the railroad tracks in the direction of my home. And on my way, I ran into a friend of mine, and I wondered why the soles of his feet were badly burnt. It was unthinkable. His soles were peeling, and red muscle was exposed. But I could not leave him. I made him crawl, using his arms and knees. And next I made him stand on his heels where I supported him. And we just continued walking towards my home, repeating these two methods.
The storm is growing near. You, Andromache, must hold tight to that hope in your arms.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Death closes all. But something ere the end. Some work of noble note may yet be done. Not unbecoming men who strove with gods. A poem I learned when I was a little girl.
Lord Tennyson. Like you, he was an old fool.
Menelaus! It's Helen, my queen. We must be avenged. Yes. Where are the soldiers? They're gone. Ready yourselves.
Menelaus! Is he here? I see someone misspoke.
Oh, someone misspoke to you. A dog.
No one misspeaks to a dog.
I'm not a bitch dog like you.
Oh, you might say one would kick a dog.
Slap and beat a dog.
Cut off its tail.
Remove its claws.
File its teeth.
Tether and skin
Boil it.
Bleed it.
Bring it back with an axe.
Nail its skull to a tree.
Don't move, Helen, or all this could happen to you.
Peace! Hold your peace! Women, we are not savages like the Greeks. What you speak is true and deserving for this woman, Helen, who has wandered in unguarded. But we must sit on our passions and think through our deeds, as dark as they may be. We are women. Reason rules us, not she, not Helen.
you, Biden.
Helen, don't speak. A dog listens, behaves, or is beaten, sometimes to death if the master is on the brink of losing her soul. Now, who amongst us has such deep pain within their being because of this woman?
I do.
And I
do.
And me.
Most certainly I.
Helen, married to Menelaus, king of Sparta. You had a handsome husband, and rich. Oh, but not as rich as my son, or as handsome, but a husband. Helen, the adulteress, the slayer of thousands, the bitch that burned Troy. For 10 years, our city lay under siege by the armies of your husband, simply because you lusted after my son.
Shut up! I guess this bitch has a poor memory. Bind and gag her.
Kill her.
No! I could tear out her tongue.
Please. To shut her up.
No, please rip out her eyes.
No!
Menelaus is coming.
Cover her.
Is that Helen?
Menelaus, have you finally come to renew your wedding vows?
No, I've come to kill her. Hecuba, is that you? These last 10 years have changed you.
I could say the same for you.
Step aside and hand me my prize.
No.
These men will kill any woman who stands in my way. Will you fall first? Men, A.
Let me finish dealing out the justice that is due.
I won the war.
Is this what you call winning?
Yes. Where is your husband, Hecuba? Where are your sons? How old is your grandson again?
Oh, no. Please, sir, please. Just don't look into Helen's eyes.
Menelaus, I missed you so, and now. These women have been cruel, and the men have touched me with brutish hands. My skin is sensitive, remember. Please, these ropes are cutting me. I've missed you.
Stop.
I've been cursed, Menelaus. Can't you see?
Menelaus,
Look at me.
Don't look into those adulterous eyes. Look in front of you. A storm is coming. The women here are prepared to do what is right and just.
Save me from this hell. Paris enslaved me for 10 long years. So many nights I tried to escape back to you, but Paris would never let me go.
She is a liar and a whore.
Hecuba should be the one you blame. This woman knew the prophecy of her son and still let him roam the world freely.
Men make their own destiny.
Yes, and you made me yours the first moment you laid eyes on me. Oh, how I've longed for you. I see. So be it. I am to die. Then please take me home. Let my blood fall on Spartan soil, not here among these savages.
I want to kill you now.
And I ache to lace my arms around you, wrap your neck with warm kisses. I've carried this desire for 10 long years. Why this war, if not to take back what belongs to you? Kiss me.
Menelaus, no.
Don't listen to her.
Menelaus.
Look at me. Look at me.
Menelaus. Blood on your hands is made clean so easily. My daughter spoke of dignity and honor. Oh, I see. Lust, greed, and pride are the true rulers of mankind.
No. I'll take her back to Sparta, where she'll be stoned to death. Drag her to my ship.
Grab her!
You do understand my orders, don't you?
You see, there is victory in war. That is victory. But you, Andromache, you hold my grandson, the last heir and the final hope for Troy.
I have been tasked with one last thing before I board ship for home. Andromache, it has been decided that you are to hand to me the child.
What?
In your arms, your son.
No, I
Hand me the boy.
No. You come here to take a baby, the very spirit of innocence, of love. There is evil in the world, Talthabius, and there is love. Evil always remains true to itself, but love and mercy can exist anywhere where there is hope. This baby is our last thread of hope in this world that the Greeks have left for us. Please, I beg you. The storm is coming sooner than you imagine. You must board your ships. We all must board your ship.
Those in power fear the boy.
No.
Fear is contagious, a disease, and fear forces the actions of those in power.
These Greek masters are afraid of the helpless baby. The ghost of my husband should strike fear in their minds, not his helpless son.
I'm sorry.
Amphibious, you have gone mad. They have gone mad.
They are afraid of the man you will grow to be. Please remember that I am a diplomat and I speak nothing original. I have no opinion.
Impossible. I will teach my son to hate war. No, I will, I swear, I promise. I will teach my son to hate war as much as I hate Greece. Oh, help me, God! Strike these men dead!
Stop! Stop her! Stop her!
I promise his death will be swift and painless. Painless. Hand me the boy. Now!
You go straight to hell!
Stop! What can I do? I have no choice. It's been decided. It's done. Take the boy.
No, I will hand him over. Later. No!
Put the gun down! Down!
The Greeks won't let this go now that their pride has been provoked. Why? It is war. Fine. Take it. Throw it on a fire. Smash its head against a tree. I can't keep that this way. What are you waiting for? Take it! Wait. Hand it back. Cassandra spoke of dignity and honor, my child. Rise up. Hand me my grandson. That's it. That's it. Good mother.
I'm sorry, but this is war.
Please let this be done swiftly.
It will be. From top the walls of Troy, he will be thrown.
Don't let these bastards win!
All the way to Boston. All the way to Lynn. Watch out, little boy, or you might fall in.
Please, may we have the body returned. The prince, her child, the end of our bloodline, needs an honorable place to rest. We will bury this war with him to the Greek fleet in our new homes.
I will try. I will try.
We were on the bus. I had been holding my son in my arms, and before I knew it, we were outside. I had been holding my son still. But when I had looked down at him, fragments of glass had pierced his head. Blood was flowing from his head all over his face, down his body. But he looked up at me. And he smiled. His smile will forever stay glued into my memory. He didn't understand what had happened. I had plenty of milk, which he drank all throughout that day. I think my child sucked the poison right out of my body.
And
And soon after that, he died.
This can only happen if it happens quickly. Please, hurry, prepare the grave. No one else can know.
Come, let's bury your child. Women, come. We will bury an age.
I forgive you. Mama, don't leave.
Never.
I forgive you.
Do you hear that? Listen closely. Heartbeats of the ones left. My baby boy. Is he at peace?
Yes. Please. Oh, Earth. Dear Earth. Be merciful. Understand this. War and fear will kill all of us. Up. Rise up. Up from the ground. Oh, trembling body. And old weak legs. You will carry me into my new day.